Good morning, Wizards, and happy Tuesday, June 2nd. Guidance Day for Virtual Learning. Mr. Wisner here. Hope everybody is doing well. Today was Art Day. Hope you saw my read aloud with some fun poetry. Art Day with Mr. Elliott. I should say yesterday, Monday. And today is Guidance Day, so be watching those slides closely from Mrs. Capers and Mrs. Baker, okay? And then on Wednesday will be, I believe, Library Day with Mr. Pritchard, so watch for those slides. I also sent an email today to all the boys and all the girls. Girls, we are going to do a girls Zoom next Monday at 10 o'clock from 10 to 10:30. And then boys, we're going to do a boys Zoom from 10:30 to 11. And then the plan is on Tuesday that we'll try to Zoom as a whole class, okay? And then Wednesday will be pickup. This week the focus is on all of the special slides, okay? Art done, guidance today, tomorrow is library, and then we still have music and Phi Ed. Okay? And then that'll close out learning for this year. And then we'll do our Zooms next week. If you do not get a Zoom invite from me, I sent emails today reminding parents and students that we're going to do it. If you do not get a Zoom invite towards the end of the week, I say Friday, parents please email me or students email me and I'll get you the link for Zooming. Also today when you open the email, you'll see lots of information there. I'll have information from Mrs. Hanson. I'll have information from Mr. Johnstone regarding Chromebook use in the summer with Dreambox. You'll see your specials links. You'll see my video, this video. You'll see the second grade slides. And then, of course, Miss Nordstrom always has a song on there as well. So please, Wizards, make sure you look at the links. The learning links for guidance aren't too heavy today, so please make sure you're checking out all the links, especially from Mrs. Hanson and from Mr. Johnstone. Okay. All right, Wizards. Tuesday, June 2nd. Let's continue with the Robert Hodson plots. Let me get my cheater glasses on. If you remember, Hodson plots tricked both Casper and Seppel and Chief Inspector Dimplemoser, and they all ended up in the fire station. He locked them in from the outside. Next chapter, A Real Gentleman. Hodson plots made sure the fire station was locked up properly. Then he got on Mr. Dimplemoser's bike and he rode through the quiet streets to Casper's grandmother's house. Casper and Seppel shouted for help, which was quite useless at this time of night, since everyone in the little town was asleep and no one could hear them. Grandmother was still awake. She was knitting to pass the time. Two plain, two purl. Two plain, two purl. Hodson plots peeped through the window. He waited until she came to the end of her row and then tapped on the glass. Psst, Grandmother. Grandmother put down the sock she was knitting. Who's there? Hodson plots whispered, trying to disguise his voice. Come here, it's me. Oh, it's you. Grandmother thought he was Chief Inspector Dimplemoser. What made you come back so soon? And where are Casper and Seppel? They're waiting in the fire station, whispered Hodson plots, again trying to disguise his voice. They're with their prisoner. Everything went all right then? Not a hitch. Well, that's wonderful, said Grandmother. Won't you come in? No, you come out, said Hodson plots. And don't forget to put on your hat. I want to confront Hodson plots with you, and that may take some time. You're not afraid of him, are you? Goodness me, no, Chief Inspector, not if you're here. I would never be afraid of him if you're here. Grandmother put on her black hat with white trimmings, threw a warm shawl around her shoulders just in case, and then she hurried out. Hodson plots saluted. The moon was behind him, so there was no danger that Grandmother might recognize him. I came by bike, he whispered. It's faster, more comfortable for you. Grandmother cupped her hand behind her ear. I can hardly make out what you're saying, Mr. Inspector. Could you please speak up a little bit? Terribly sorry, he whispered again, just as quietly as before. It's the people next door, you know. The night's rest of my fellow citizens is sacred to me. I do not want to wake them. Very right and proper, said Grandmother. I can see you're a real gentleman. Hotzenplotz would never say such a thing. Here's the robber Hotzenplotz and Grandmother. Ooh, you might even hear Sadie barking in the background. She wants to get in on this video, I believe. The next chapter, Flying Gravel. We'll read a little bit of Flying Gravel. Wearing Chief Inspector Aloysius Dimplemoser's uniform, the robber Hotzenplotz rode through the sleepy town on a stolen bike, with Kasperl's grandmother on the back. Grandmother was sitting side saddle on the carrier, holding on with both hands. She was a bit frightened at first, but gradually she began to enjoy the bicycle ride. Just imagine, this is my first time in my life that I've ever been on a bicycle. You see, there weren't any bicycles when I was a girl, and later on, I didn't get the chance. I really think you've given me a taste for this. I might even buy myself a bicycle for my old age. What do you think? Hotzenplotz muttered something that sounded like, good idea or an excellent notion, but secretly he was thinking, I hope I can keep up this little disguise of mine a little bit longer. By the time they reached the next crossroads, if not before, even Grandmother should realize that they were going the wrong way. However, an experienced robber can wriggle his way out of anything. Careful now, Grandmother, he whispered. There's road work ahead, and there'll be flying gravel all about. It jumps up and it hits you in your face when you ride over it. You better take off your glasses and close your eyes for a while. Do you understand? Oh, thank you. That's very thoughtful of you. I don't want to get any gravel damaging my glasses. I better take them off, although I can't see very well. Oh, that's okay, Grandmother. I'm driving. In her mind's eye, she imagined herself dashing through the town, proud possessor of her own bicycle, while everyone who met her in the street stared in amazement. Pleasant thoughts like this, however, did not stop her from asking from time to time whether they had come to the end of the road work with the flying gravel so she could put her glasses back on. Sorry, no, Hotzenplotz whispered. Better not put your glasses on yet. I think there's a lot of gravel up ahead that might be flying up at you. Looks like I see some up there. And so Grandmother did not notice what was going on until it was too late. When she did get suspicious and put her glasses on, the last houses of the little town had been left far behind. Hotzenplotz was just riding off the road and into the woods. Wait a minute, cried Grandmother. Wherever are you taking me, Chief Inspector? Why aren't you going to the fire station? Because I am not the Chief Inspector. I am the robber Hotzenplotz, and you listen to me. And he got very angry, and she spoke up. Do you mean to say you're not the Chief Inspector Dimplemoser after all? Hotzenplotz just rolled on laughing. You're a little bit slow, Granny, aren't you? I'll give you 3 guesses who I am. Well, we know, wizards, who he is. That's where we'll stop for today. Grandmother and the flying gravel had to take her glasses off, and now she doesn't know where she's going. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, wizards, I hope you have a great June 2nd, Guidance Day. Enjoy the slides from Mrs. Capers and from Mrs. Baker, and we will talk to you again on Library Day on Wednesday, June 3rd. Have a great day, wizards. So long, everybody.